What type of people can be seen on TV? What are the kind of people do the news usually report about? Mainly the celebrities, the bureaucrats, politicians are usually shown on TV, especially in the news, because they fetch a lot of attention of the viewers, and viewer attention is the most important thing for the news channels these days, because more the attention of viewership you get, the more earnings you get. Do you think there is too much news about celebrities? What is your take on the news reports in recent years? Yes, there is a lot of news about the celebrities, especially the paparazzi is increasing day by day. And I believe that instead of paying attention on the celebrities, the news and the media should focus on the social issues and what kind of things are required for the society. It is actually a whole society on which the news should be reported instead of only the celebrities. Do you think negative information in the news can have negative influence? Yes, definitely. Negative information or negative news can have a huge impact on the young minds, especially. The people also get confused what they should do now. For example, whenever there is a news, if we watch the news recently, there is everything described about the coronavirus. And when this kind of new updates come, the people get scared that what will happen in the future, so it has a negative effect on their health, and people are becoming ill just listening or watching that news. Why do people like negative news? Well, there are various reasons why people tend to watch the negative news or listen to that news with so much interest. First reason is that the people want to know what is happening around themselves, and the second major reason is they want to get the more information. When they have the information, then they can take the counter steps, or they can counter the whole situation, or they can easily tackle, like they can think of the ways by which they can tackle that situation, they can handle that situation if something happens or something similar happens with them, so they can take the effective steps against it. What is usually in the news in India? Mainly the celebrities are always in the news, the politicians are always in the news, and there is less attention paid to the societal, the things which require a lot of attention. There is less news about those, and I believe that the news should be more towards the society, not towards the celebrities and the politicians. What is the difference between broadcasting news in the past and in the present? There are a lot of differences nowadays. Earlier, the news channels reported the news with the delay, but nowadays the news can be shown live because of the increase or improvements, I can say, in the technology. Everyone now becomes a news reporter. Whenever something happens, people just post it on the social media, so that people or the friends of that person can easily watch that news. And the thing which the news media are now doing is they are using the internet with great length. They are using the internet for themselves, or they use the Skype for the video conferencing, and there are other applications also which they use whenever they are having a debate. And I think that it has changed a lot. Do you believe everything said in the news? Well, I used to believe what was said in the news, but since the news freedom data has come out and India has ranked the lowest position in that, I think about 140th rank, I have stopped believing in the news, because if we because it shows that the news and the media is mainly governed by the government. So if the government is controlling the media, it can share the only news which they want us to know. Otherwise, it can be, it can be totally different if the news is given full freedom. What kind of news are popular in India? There are many kinds of news which is really liked by the people. First is the news about the politics. what the politicians say to each other, and the second is the improvements in the society. Whenever there is an improvement, like whenever there are new schools opened, these kind of news are really liked by people if they are broadcasted. And whenever there is a news of any hate speech, people used to just ignore that. Could superstars bring positive influence on the public? Yes, many superstars have already introducing the positive impact for on the society. Like they are doing the charity work, and they are helping the needy people with money, with education, with shelter, with by giving them jobs. So I think that yes, superstars are the main people who are helping the society. But there are still many people or many celebrities who are just ignoring the fact that if we help the other people, the help will come automatically. Are the stories about celebrities in the news always true? Is the news on celebrities mostly positive? No, not necessarily. Well, actually, some superstars are there which just like to do their own thing. They don't care about the what the media is telling to people, or they just do their own thing. But still, there are some stars or celebrities who want name and fame by one way or the other. Some do good work and some do controversies, like they speak something about against any superstar, and then they automatically come in the news or come in the limelight. How do you think the celebs in the news can influence adolescents? Well, they already influenced by their movies. So whenever they come up on TV or in the news, when they are mostly interviewed, so adolescents usually follow their footsteps, and then they follow their everything. They like to purchase the same kind of clothes. They like to the walk like their favorite celebrity. So whenever their favorite celebrity come on in the news, they like to follow their culture. Whatever is said, whatever they say, they like to follow it. And most of the celebrities, they usually influence the adolescents or the young people by saying the good things about their struggle. They say that the struggle is a good thing if you do, and only the positive things will come whenever you do struggle. Are reports on TV in India divided into domestic and international ones? Yes, the news reported in India is divided. Most of the news which we see, firstly, is the domestic ones. There is a whole news about the India, and then last, whenever like for 10 minutes, like for example, I would like to give an example. Whenever there is a show of all news for a single hour, then about 45 minutes of the whole news is about the India, and then last 15 or 10 minutes the news of international level is shown or broadcasted. That's all for today. So if you need any specific follow-up, please do comment in the comment box what kind of video or what kind of follow-ups you need. Please check out the whole playlist of follow-ups here, and watch the cue card videos over here. Also watch my weekly show Ask Easy IELTS here, and I would recommend you to watch this video also. So please go check that out, and always stay humble, stay progressive, take baby steps always. Thank you.